Hello guys, once again it's Matt and today we have another video. Thank you all the members, all the patrons. Make sure to subscribe. We are trying to hit 50,000 subscribers until the end of the year, so help me out there, subscribe. And we are in the dev server again. I want to show the coolest thing ever for me because I love these aircraft that got it. External fuel tanks. This is not the complete list of vehicles that will receive it in the patch day, okay? So don't worry, more aircraft, I'm sure, at least I think of, that will get it. This is just a disclaimer, right? Because it was kind of confirmed that the F-14B, for example, will get it, and right now it does not. So I imagine that more aircraft will receive these external fuel tanks. So don't worry, okay, guys? Work in progress still a dev server. But let's take a look on the aircraft that got it. For now, it's only one drop tank that was added, the 800-liter Soviet one, standard one, as you see right there, this one. And we have a lot of aircraft that got it, so let's go over it, only in German and USSR, okay? So, as you see, the Su-22M4, the new addition for the German Tech Tree, can carry two of them, so very cool, 1,600 liters of external fuels, extra fuel, so you can take it right here, as you see. The MLA, the MiG-23 MLA, it can carry, oh, it's not the same actually. I thought it was literally the same. It's not the same, but it takes 800 liters apparently as well. But as you see, it goes right in the middle of the R60s. A very fun fact about these ones in the MiG-23's or MiG-27's and others, but just the MiG-23's actually, you can actually select a very interesting thing here. So as you see, you can select the normal missiles over here in these pylons with the custom loadout, but then in the middle pylon, you can actually decide to use or the drop tank, either the drop tank or the large caliber countermeasures. So if you know, you have, for example, in the MLA, you have the countermeasures up here, the 60 of them, but you have 12 extra ones right there in that pylon over there. And you cannot use it if you are using it with a drop tank. So for example, if I use the drop tank, I lose 12 large caliber countermeasures over here because we are only using the 30 over here. And then we have the fuel tank right there. So very, very cool addition that you have to choose between these two. Obviously in the MLA, it doesn't change too much, but I will show an aircraft that actually makes a difference. So yeah, very, very cool addition. For the Su-22 UM3K, you can take the same one as you saw on the Su-22M4, as you see, the 800-liter one. And then we have the MiG-23MF. Remember, the MiG-23MF is the export variant of the M. So it is a early 70s version of the MiG-23, right? Initially, they didn't even have flares. So here you can actually choose. You choose your missiles, and then the same option is here. You can choose either the drop tanks or the large caliber countermeasures. If you choose the countermeasures, it actually adds it up, the pod right there, as you see. And then you have 12 countermeasures. If you actually add the fuel tank, you lose the pod because the fuel tank is there. And then you lose the countermeasures, which is problematic for this aircraft in particular because the MFs, they don't have any other, or the Ms, they don't have any other countermeasures. So you will be out of countermeasures at 11.0 if you decide to use the drop tank. So very dangerous to use it. Let's go for the USSR. A lot of aircraft got it. So Su-25K, as you see, you can get it in the inner pylons. I don't know about the normal Su-25s, but the Ts and the Su-39 could use it in other pylons, so hopefully that's added. It's not right now. It is the same 800-liter as the Su-22 that I show you. The normal Su-25, obviously, from the tech tree. The Su-39, as you see, same 800-liter. You can get them. Su-25T. By the way, look at this skin. This is the new skin for the Su-25T. Very cool one. The Su-17M2 can actually carry the same pylon, the same way as the other ones. The Su-17M4, as you see, you can get it right there. And you can even use in like a asymmetrical loadout, if you will, right? So yeah, some of the other ones cannot do this, but the Su-17, since it's very close to the center of gravity of it, you can actually do bombs and then an external fuel tank. If you actually try to do this with another aircraft, let me just change it for example here, you cannot. You have to take them both, because I mean, it's going to be basically 800 kilograms more, each of them to a side of the wing. So it's a very heavy thing to actually carry around. Just remember that when actually taking up from certain maps, you know. Su-22 M3 as well, all the Su-22s and 17s. The MiG-27, same as in the MiG-23, since it doesn't have the inner, like the middle pylon there for the countermeasures, only using right here, it doesn't have that effect on it. The weird part is that 72 large countermeasures, so it's kind of bugged right now, okay? So it is still work in progress. It needs to be added right here, the extra 12, or they need to just take off the 12 extra ones, because this is the same pod as the normal MiG-23's, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, as you see, you can even see the pod right there of flares, but it is just bugged right now, okay? 27 is the same as you see 72, and it's still using, so yeah. And then the MiG-23M, same principle, 12 countermeasures with the pod right there. And if you change it to the external fuel tank, it actually removes the countermeasures and you only have the external fuel tank, right? So very interesting. Other aircraft that have this, obviously the MiG-23's MLD and the MLs. So as you see right there, and as you see right there, also the pod, but you can go right here and change it as well. So all the MiG-23's have it, all the MiG-27's, all the Su-25's, yes, all the Su-17's and 22's. For now, these are the aircraft that got it. So let's just take a look on a flight to just see how it is, you know, if it's working properly or not, and to just take a look on how it is working, right? So we are in the ML over here, and yeah, as you see right there, it's a lot of weight, and as you see, it's not a lot of fuel. 6-7 minutes of fuel extra on the MiG-23 here. So yeah, it's not a lot of external like fuel. Let me just climb a little bit, and then we're going to drop it. Yeah, it looks cool, man. It looks more realistic, right? To actually use this, way more realistic. You could actually, in real life, you could actually use these in the R-24's pylons. But I mean, not in combat, right? Because even the wing, it wasn't able to actually fully open or something like that because of that. Yeah, and then it drops the same way as always. And the pylon over there, he has the thing about the flares in chaff. So I don't know, maybe you could in real life actually use that after you actually drop the tank. I don't know. Hopefully it's something like that, because then you just drop the tank and you can actually use it. I don't know, kind of weird, because you can see that the flares are there, right? The 12 of them. So yeah, let's take a look on the Su-25 just to show how it is. And I guarantee to you that the aircraft will be way too heavy, like way too heavy. Let's go current, limited fuel here. Let's go. I mean, these little things, they really makes it up for the game, you know. It makes the game a lot better. Look at this cockpit, very cool cockpit. You know, it's small things, but it really makes it up for it. Look how much fuel it is for the Su-25. It's 15 minutes, so yeah, you can even take... I mean, I would probably take minimum fuel now with these Su-25s and actually take the things. I mean, there is the factor that you just lose 2 pylons of weaponry, so that's something that you have to worry about. But still, it is pretty good. And the performance is alright. I mean, it is heavy, like really heavy. And you cannot use the Mercury on a daylight, but it's not like crazy heavy. Then you drop it and it's done. So yeah, very cool. Hopefully they add for more aircraft before the patch is released. But yeah, guys, this is it for the video. Let me know in the comments what else you want to see in the dev server, and I will try to show it. And I see you guys on the next one. Bye, guys. See ya. Subscribe.